Hi guys, back for Flosstube number 7. I'm still in my pyjamas. I've not long been up and it's just gone 10, but I'm on a late shift today, so it's okay. I start because of the amount of hours that we've been doing, they said I can go in a bit later today, so I try and leave it for as long as possible before I can start getting ready, so I can just slob out in my gym jams and have my first cup of tea of the day, because I don't function without my tea. So yeah, so still only working on my brother's cross stitch. Still haven't got that far. Just really, I'm not getting the time to stitch at all, and it's really starting to get me down a bit because I've got all these plans for the new year, and and I can't finish this thing off. But here's what I've done. I can't remember what I know. I'd started the back stitch because I said about my brother's eye being a bit wrong. In the last, and I think the flowers are done. I think that might be it. I've pretty much done most of this cross stitch here now. There's just a I think a few lines here, my needle, that just kind of give the effect of the vowel, and then some cross stitch, and then you can see where it's got like little hearts, just some random little hearts, and then the writing at the bottom. So I've done the hat, I've done most of my brother's suit. Just a little bit comes down here, not much really. The flowers are all done here and here. So when I move the hoop, I'll follow. You can see there's a bit of back stitch coming down here. I'll follow. That comes down and here as well. And then yeah, just random bits of back stitch going round for a vowel. So again, not much left. I did go wrong a bit here, somewhere here. I don't know what I'd done, but stitches weren't quite matching up with the back stitch, but it's alright. It looks like an arm, so at this point I just want to get it done. It's been going on for so long, and it's just there's not much there at all. It's really not. But it's just taking forever. I blame work. I solely blame work, and it's annoying. And I'm really worried actually. Even I'm still worried that I'm not going to be able to get it done in time, because this weekend are my days off. So tomorrow we have a family party, which I'm really looking forward to. Some of the family we only see kind of twice a year, and we have a summer barbecue and then a family kind of Christmas party. So we're at that all day, and in the morning we're buying paint because on Sunday we're decorating. So we're painting our living room. Even though we're renting, we're buying the paint, but the landlord is going to change the carpet because it's like a really hideous, I say orange, my other half Michael says red. I just say it's just grim. But anyway, we've ordered a new sofa. Yay! Our first kind of substantial purchase together, and I love it because it's like a real nice kind of like duck head colour. And I saved up on. I got it from Multi York, which has got like the removable covers, and you pick your interiors, and it's like a really good make, really long guarantee and warranties. And I used to work there as well, so I know the kind of quality that it is. But this kind of crappy brown corner sofa that was left behind, it's just so damn comfortable. I mean, it's just like it's got holes in it and everything, bits of thread hanging off, but it's just lovely. You just snuggle in the corner with a blankie and you're away watching like your movies. But so yeah, so I will miss it, but it will be nice to have like something that doesn't look so embarrassing in your living room. And then So that's the sofa. We're then going to buy, see if I can find it just on my phone, a chair from Dunelm. I'll see if you can see this. It's like a little low back wing chair that's also like a duck egg. And that will go next to our fireplace. And I'm going to bring down my stitching table, or my sewing table that I think was my great nan's. And that will go beside it, and hopefully that will be like my little stitching corner. So that should be here for just after we come back from Mexico, because originally we were going to deliver it the day after we come back, and we was like, no. So maybe the first week of Feb. And that should all be here, looking all lovely. I can't wait. So yeah, so very excited that I'm going to actually have like a stitching corner. Yeah, love it. So that's it really. That's my stitching progress, which isn't really a lot of progress. I did find some Heaven and Earth designs, and I've just gone back onto the website because I thought I'd saved it. But I need to log in. So I've seen everyone doing Heaven and Earth designs. I really like the look of them, but couldn't really find any that I liked, and I was getting a bit like fed up, I suppose, because like for searching on the website, because I knew what it was. I knew there was one that had killer whales in, so I typed in killer whale, orca, whale, and nothing came up. So the search that they have on there, even that's with the advanced search, you know, you literally need the name of the piece, and so I had to like go through every designer, and that was getting on my nerves, just to find a piece, and I think that's what puts me off. But anyway, so I found some, and I put them in my wish list. So I'll go through. So this one I think I saw on eBay actually, and I just loved it. And then finally found it on Heaven and Earth. And I can see because I'm getting a lot of glare. I've not tried doing this before. So it is mainly a black and white and grey picture, and I like this one. You can't really see it. It's a bit crap. But I don't know if I do it. No. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, kind of you can see it. Because I just love the bases, and when I see other people that have done Heaven and Earth designs in their bases, they just look amazing. But that's got 85 colours in, and it all looks black, white and grey. Like, where does 85 colours come in? Honestly, where? Like, there's a bit of colour on the rose on her head, and the rose that she's holding, but 85. So these I'll probably get the chart, and then it's going to take me a while to be able to save up to buy all the threads. So they're tucked away in my wish list, and we'll keep them there until after the new year, and after we come back from the holiday, be fine. I haven't got no really birthdays and like nothing going on, so then I can dedicate a weekly amount or something to buying threads. It'll be fine. So this is called Together We Stand. And I picked this one because my mum's husband, my stepdad, is American. So you can actually possibly see it better a little bit further back. I don't know. And I've not done him a cross stitch yet. And I might actually do this one first, because I think out of the other ones, I'll show you the other ones I've picked, I think this one will be possibly the nice in terms of detail. Like, imagine when you see that stitching that eagle, you see that coming along, like at the top. I imagine that will be quite nice, like when you get to that eye and stuff like that. So yeah, so looking forward to that. So my killer whale one, I'm still a little bit like, shall I, shan't I? Called Touch the Sky. You can't really see that. It's really kind of deep, like lots of purples and stuff in that. And I like it. I think I've showed that one before. You know, it's got everything I like. It's got purples, it's got killer whales, but it doesn't make me go, wow. And then the last one is called Twilight Magic, and I do like this one, and I think this is the large version. There's a mini version, but I think I actually prefer this one. I really like this little, I don't know what it is, supposed to be a little fox or something down the bottom there, but that, you can see it a bit better there. It's kind of like really nice purples and lilacs and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm wondering actually if you had a, I don't know, maybe like a hand dyed fabric, whether you could kind of skip this outside bit. I don't know. But yeah, so that's my Heaven and Earth designs that I've picked. I do really like them, and I will yeah, New Year I want to start a rotation as well, I've decided. So my kitten's come up to join me, and she's not really, well, she's a kitten because she's not quite a year. She's lovely. But sorry, rotation. Yeah, I want to start rotation. So I was thinking, because of how work is and how busy it is, if I did like a weekly rotation, you know, like this week I've done 3 lates. So in the morning I start at 11, but usually I'm up at 7. Or you think, okay, yeah, that's like 4 hours. That's like loads of time. Well, I say I'm up at 7. I'm awake at 7 because that's what time Michael's alarm goes off. I normally get out about 8, half 8. But then there's always, for the housework, I need time to do the housework. We've forever got loads of laundry because we both have uniforms, so they need washing, and then your normal set clothes need washing, and yeah, it's never ending. And because we can't hang it out to dry, it takes like 2 days to dry in the house. It's really annoying. So I'm still not getting that much time to stitch, so I'm thinking maybe fortnightly. I will do that because I think that will help me. I think maybe I'm thinking maybe the Cloud Factory pieces I could perhaps take to work and do on my lunch. But then my lunch break is really the only time I really get to read, so, and I kind of like that. I don't like reading at home. I don't know why. I think because if I'm reading, then I'm sitting still, and I think, no, there should be other things I could be doing, like housework or my cross stitch or something like that. So I don't really read much at home. Occasionally I'll get the urge to read in bed before I go to sleep, but yeah, that's not often. But I did cross stitch the other day onto the train. Actually, I have another WIP. That just reminded me. Ah, how could I forget? Oh. Just needing a cup of tea over. But this, for my stepdad. And you turn it into, it's like a kit I got on eBay. I'm actually quite scared to say how many years ago. And I forgot I had it. I just realised that is not going to fit in there, so already I have to play around with it. But that will go on that, and it will make a little flag. So I thought if I make it, he could like put it on his desk or something like that. But I mean, that again, like, yeah, I'm not quite sure I'm going to get that done for Christmas. I'm not sure, but something like a plastic. Never done. It's easy to stitch with. but I did a little bit on the train when I went up to meet my friend when we did a tour of the Emirates football stadium. So yeah, so I've been doing that as well actually. That one I could probably take to work with me because it's nice and easy to do on my lunch break. Maybe I should do that actually, just to try and finish it off for Christmas. A little something extra for him because neither him or my mum are in great circumstances at the minute. And they're kind of both suffering with a bit of depression and stuff. So a little flag like that to remind him of home to sit on his desk he might quite like. So yeah. I think it only costs like a couple of pounds as well. Just eBay. I love eBay. You can get so much off eBay. I totally forgot what I was saying before. Oh, about having one in my bag to maybe so I can stitch something. Like the Cloud Factory ones are quite easy to probably just pick up and put down. So yeah. I have a new sewing box. It's not really new, but I've been watching Pam's videos, Pam Reed, and like I think one of her really early ones, she says she likes a tin to put all her stuff in. And she shows her, she gets a bit of cardboard and divides them up and how that works for her. And I was like, that's a really good idea. And at work we had these like tins of biscuits come in, and it's got a really cute like little Scotty dog on it, and it's for shortbread, and it's like a really nice kind of really blue background, and I love it. And I keep looking at it and think, no, I can't, because it's trying to be good in what we're eating because of the holiday. Can't, because I will take it home and I will just eat the whole tin. Like, I love shortbread. And at the same time, I've been thinking, my friend bought me this box, this really nice sewing box for my 30th. And I've been thinking, like, a bit of thread stuck to the bottom of it. You know, what can I do with this? And at no point did I ever think, maybe I could use this box for my sewing. I was still thinking, like, this has been under my TV, with me staring at it for ages, like, what can I do with that box? What can I keep in that box? Maybe I can keep my fabrics in the box. And at the same time, I'm like, I need a tin to keep all my bits in. Where can I get a tin from? I need a tin. And then something like clicked and I was like, oi! Sorry, cat scratching on the sofa. Yeah, like I had a little light bulb moment and I was like, I don't think so. Just nearly had my stitching. Oh, she's going on a moment. And at the same time, yeah, so anyway, so I kind of had like a light bulb moment. I'm sorry, she's sitting on the cushion that they're resting on. I thought, oh no, I can use this as my stitching box, even though it's got sewing on it. Sewing on it. And just something in me didn't think, oh, maybe I can use this. I don't know what's wrong with me. I blame work at work. So, yeah, so it's got these really cool, like, little vintagey things in the lid, which I love. And a little clasp, and you open it up, and you can, like, little picture things, so I don't know, it's on the back of frames, take this out, and you're supposed to put your own little bits in. But yeah, so, and then I keep in there my floss, my, you know, my little needle, I can't remember what this is called, needle cushion? Oh my god, my mind's gone blank. And it's got kind of like some scissors attached to it. My little needle book that's attached to my floss. So yeah, and a pencil. Like, it's perfect. And I'm thinking, why did I not connect to the two? Like, why? Because that's kind of nice to be like to leave out as well. So yeah, so that's my new box. And I love it. And now everything's together and I don't have to rummage through a drawer to try and pick everything out. So yeah, life is good. I do have a question. I have a question about how people store their hand-dyed fabrics. And that is, like, if you watch my last video, I think I went through the grub bag and variety bag that I got from Pole Stitches. And I wondered if people put them in, like, each one in individual bags and just write on it the size and the count. Or do you keep them all together and say, like, the plains, and then you put, like, the opalescence together, and then, you know, if you've got hand-dyed Haed, put that together. So kind of you go even weave and maybe even weave, opalescent, and then Haed and stuff like that. Or do you do it individually? And what works best for you? I'm thinking individually with the size and that on. And then I don't know, what kind of bags do you use? Are they just like a Ziploc sandwich bag or something like that? What you guys use? I don't know. And then I have a question about using the hand-dyed threads, because they're usually variegated, and normally I think most people would stitch the bottom row of stitches, so you stitch along and then you go back and you do your top row of stitches. But if you do that in variegated thread, which I've done before when doing like little Christmas cards or something, you're going to get one colour across the bottom and then another colour across the top, and you don't really get that kind of variegated look as much, if that makes sense. So my question is when you're using variegated threads, do you do whole cross stitches as you go? Yeah, that's if people could answer those two questions for me, that would be amazing. And also, I know Teresa Little Stitcher asked this question, and the answer may be in the comments, I'm not too sure, but I can't remember which video it was. When they come, they're all twisted up. Do you just put them on bobbins? Or what do you do with them after that? Because I love the look of them, and I honestly don't know when I will use them, but I love putting stuff onto bobbins. It's like one of my favourite pastimes. So I kind of really like want to get some so I can be like just winding it on the bobbins. It doesn't look as pretty though, but maybe I need another tin for any threads that I'm gonna get. Maybe I should just buy that tin of shortbread. Just eat it. Be fine. It's Christmas. It's, you know, it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, so if anyone can answer those two questions for me, that would be great. That would be amazing. That would be lovely. Thank you for everyone that has been commenting on here. What I was thinking is, I had a little thought the other week where I was talking to Teresa Little Stitcher, and I think we're quite local together, and we've got locals in where we live. And I was thinking maybe it might be quite nice to. Sorry, I think the cat had a bit of cotton in her ear. To maybe like the sewing exhibitions, like at the EXL or something like that. Maybe it might be quite nice if we maybe get like a group of local stitchers and kind of we all meet up there or something. So let me know what you guys think, if there's anyone that's kind of in Essex or Kent, or anyone that is watching and goes to those exhibitions, whether they would be interested in having a little meet up or something like that. So yeah, so thank you for watching. I feel like I've rambled and I've talked really fast. I don't mean to. Just 10:30. I suppose I better start getting ready for work. It's just really boring at the minute, and there's so many changes. I've got a new area manager, and like he's sending me messages or the group. We use WhatsApp, and we have an area group on there. And he's sending messages at like 6:30 in the morning. 6:30 in the morning. Like, just because he's up and awake doesn't mean that everyone else is. So, I'm going to... that just really annoyed me. So that put me in a bad mood this morning anyway. And there's like a million emails that come through each day that you've got to try and action. You know, sometimes you're on your own. You've got, you know, you're trying to work the delivery, you're trying to manage the tills, you're trying to take pictures of 10 billion things that he said he wants in an email. You know, and then you've got my store manager who's covering another store, wants stuff to do on there, and it's just, at the minute, it's just really hard, kind of really torn between everything at the minute. So it's not a great place to be at the moment. But I think it's just because Christmas, everyone's just stressed because of Christmas and the amount of extra money we take and stuff like that. So hopefully after Christmas it will all just simmer down and calm down again. So yeah. So thank you for watching, thank you for listening to me mumble and grumble. Thank you for everyone's previous comments. And yeah, just thank you for everyone that subscribes as well. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.